This is sort of a new video for me. I typically don't talk about games like Hunt Showdown. If I do make a video on Hunt Showdown, it's usually in the form of shorts of, highlights from my gameplay. But the Serpent Moon, ladies and gentlemen, man, what an event. Such a profound event that caused me to feel something so potent in my soul that I decided, you know what, it's time to talk about it. I'm going to be making a video about the Serpent Moon event. By the way, I'm Rigozen. Hello, yes, hi. Delayed introduction, I know. You might not know me in the Hunt community, that's fine. I'm not really that active in the community. I post some videos here and there on Reddit, but yeah, I've been playing this game for 3 years. I played all the events, as far as I'm aware. Gotta say, the Serpent Moon is getting really close. Like, I'm really confused of whether or not I want to say the Serpent Moon is the worst event we've ever got, or the When the Crows Fly event is the worst one. I still think in my heart, my little heart of hearts, right, When the Crows Fly, I think that one has to be the worst one, just like the most egregious one. Granted, it had some really great skins that I myself still use to this day, but I don't know, just the fact that every time I see, the flock of crows on the ground, it just brings me back nightmares, bro. It's fucking PTSD. Come on, Crytek, the fuck you doing? This time around, it seemed like when they announced the Serpent Moon that they were going to fix the wrongs, alright? Crytek was going to give us 4 legendary hunters. So it seemed, but I think there was a lot of either, miscommunication, maybe some malice or some ill will intent to try to, confuse us, try to misrepresent what they're trying to say. But I will leave that up to you, but of course I will give you my opinions on it. My overall thoughts about the event, I just was not a fan of it. I think it overstayed its welcome. The snakes absolutely overstayed its welcome. I really did not like how they made the event last for 2 months. Typically, an event will last for a month, if my memory serves me correctly. But this time they decided to extend it a little bit. So instead of the 10,000 points you needed to collect, usually now you needed to collect over 25,000 points. Since of course, it is the span of 2 months. So you can imagine the grind, the blood, the sweat and tears that had to go to this event to get some shitty skins. I swear to God, the skins in this event were really lackluster. Just really uneventful. There's 1 or 2 skins that I would say, yeah, they're pretty fucking cool. Are they worth 25,000 points? No. Not at all. Crytek, what the hell are you doing? And then they implemented the battle pass. This is the first time they've decided, you know what, yeah, let's go for the battle pass. Jesus Christ, I got a lot to talk about the battle pass as well. Not the biggest fan of the legendary hunter, especially how they implemented it and how they tried to describe him to us, right, when they announced him to us. But first, let's go in order here, folks. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Let's talk about some different aspects about the event that really made me want to kill myself. So let's start off with serpents. Okay, on paper, it was a really cool idea. All right, you have to go through, the world. You have to collect these snakes in these little baskets, or you can get snakes from collecting clues. Because typically, in past events, all you need to do, right, is to walk over to a item that was special to that event, destroy it, walk over it, do whatever, and it will give you a certain amount of points. Sometimes it will be worthless. Other times it will be 10 points. And it's okay, that's something. But this time around, they decided to do something a little bit more interactive. So they added snake baskets, right? Serpent Moon, snake baskets. It makes sense. Really cool concept. I like that. I was okay, I'm ready for this. If it were just a month, I would be here, be okay, I liked it. But like I said before in the beginning of the video, it overstayed its welcome. The amount of fucking times I waited to try to grab those fucking snakes, but those snakes just went at me 5 fucking times. I'm just tempted to destroy this fucking thing. Alright, I'm just tempted just to break this thing. By the way, you can destroy them. You only get 2 points versus the 4 points that you get. which is another problem as well, because you have some fucking brain-dead teammates who decide to break, you know, the fucking basket instead of grabbing them, and that was more excruciating towards the end, where I'm like, I'm running out of time, I need the maximum amount of points here, and they're like, I don't fucking care, I'm done with the event, or like, I don't want to do the event, they just destroy the thing. I'm just like, what are you doing? What are you doing? You know, that's another thing with the snakes as well, is that like, you have to rely on your teammates, and, you know, hey, if I am in a group of people that I know, that's fine, that's okay, but throughout this entire event, I went through randoms, and those randoms, God bless them, they were playing as if they turned off their goddamn brains. And you know what I'm talking about, folks, alright? You play Hunt Showdown on a daily. You will know what I'm talking about. You will know the experience of how it is when grouping up with goddamn randoms, alright? There will be situations where a random that you know for goddamn sure has at least 10 snakes on him and either refuses to burn the snakes or dies with the snakes. So imagine if a person had 20 snakes and you're like, okay, let's go ahead and burn them. They're like, I don't want to, and they fucking die. The other team has the opportunity to grab those fucking snakes and burn them and get those fucking points. Like, I hate that so much. Why is that a thing in Hunt Showdown? Like, I don't know. And another thing I really didn't like is one person at a time can burn a snake at one altar. Like, why can't two people? Like, if you look at the fucking altar, you can see multiple entrances to that altar. Like, there's multiple holes to the fucking things. Like, I don't understand why only one person can do it. I thought that feature was, like, really unnecessary. But you know what? It's over. It's okay. I'm gonna suffer a little bit. I'm gonna hate snakes even more. But the serpents could have been done a little bit better with this new feature. I hope they don't bring it back, or if they do bring it back in some other form, they'll do it better. Another gripe that I had about this event was the battle pass. Okay, the new gilded pass, I think is what they called for this version of the Fortnite battle pass. Okay, wasn't a big fan of it. Thankfully, I had enough blood bonds to purchase it without using any real currency to buy said blood bonds to get the battle pass. But yes, I was able to get it. I just had to play a little bit more to get the full amount, and I was disappointed. I was definitely disappointed with what we got with the battle pass. So with the battle pass, I believe you got a couple of legendary skins and 2 variants, which is the most disappointing thing about this entire goddamn event. Yes, the 2 variants of the same fucking hunter, which are, I think, arguably the better ones, the better skins out of the 4. Alright, the 2 free ones you get just by playing the event are just dog shit. You look at the first one, it's like, really? Really? You really want to call this guy a legendary? Like, this guy looks like a goddamn tier 1 hunter you can get for free, motherfucker. What the hell are you doing? And then number 2 is like, you just put a hood over his fucking head. Okay, what? What are you doing? But I'm getting ahead of myself. The Legendary Hunter gets its own section of the video, okay? But the Battle Pass, like I said before, I thought was a little bit too expensive for what it offered. Yes, it gave you blood bonds, so essentially if you played through the entire event, you get your blood bonds back. But if you look at the skins, you look at what it's offering, I think it would be safe to say that it's not worth the price. Like, if you're gonna make it that expensive, then add some fucking effort into these goddamn skins. A little side note that goes along with the battle pass is the fact that they added a legendary skin that you can buy for 1,000 blood bonds, which was a legendary skin for the alert trip mines, which I was not a huge fan of, but I felt forced to get it, which is, you know, some people are gonna call me fucking stupid in the comments, which is fine, but I find myself, or I claim to be a collector. I have every single skin that Hunt Showdown has to offer from the events, not from like purchasing, you know, the bundles and shit like that. But as far as I'm aware, I have every single legendary skin from each Twitch drop and event. Pretty sure. So with that being said, though, I feel inclined to get every single skin that they have to offer. So the fact that they not only had a $1,000 blood bond skin that you can buy, they also had a battle pass which you had to get for 1,500 blood bonds as well. So that's a lot of blood bonds, folks. But it's not like it's hard to get blood bonds, but it's not easy either. All right, it's a slow increment. If you do well in games, you get some blood bonds, and if you play enough, you get the amount that you need to do whatever you need, right? But I think it's not very kosher. I don't think it's very kosher of them to, you know, add something that's expensive, something along the lines of a fucking trip mine that I'm not even gonna fucking use, okay? And then on top of that, add a battle pass that has shit items in it as well. So for the love of God, don't do both. Do one or the other, okay? Or if you're gonna do one, or if you're gonna do both, then make one cheap and the other one, I guess, the same price as you did before. Or better yet, make both things cheaper. How about that? How about that? Next time we get a skin for a legendary item that's like a consumable or a tool, make it 500 blood bonds, okay? And then the event battle pass, 1,000. How about that? How about that, okay? Like, if you want to make it expensive, make the items worth it. That's my biggest gripe. Like, that's my biggest thing. Make the goddamn items worth it. I get it's personal taste, but if you look at these items for yourselves and you ask yourself the important question, is this fucking worth it? I think the most of you, right, who are watching this video right now are going to say no. It's not worth it. Not at all. Now we get to my favorite part of this entire thing. The Legendary Hunter. When they first announced the Legendary Hunter, they said in a video, in a developer blog video, that the Legendary Hunter was going to evolve as you played the event. So under that assumption, I thought, hey, the more you play with that specific hunter, the Legendary Hunter, he gets to look better. So to give you an example, if you survive, right, if you are able to extract with bounty, then the skin will go from looking like trash to looking decent. And as you progress with that hunter specifically, he gets better and better and better. He looks better, right? That is not the case, ladies and gentlemen. What they meant was that as you played through the event, as you played through the entire goddamn event, you get to unlock certain tiers of said skin. So essentially they did a Fortnite, right? As my friend said, they did a Fortnite, where in Fortnite you have one skin that has 4 different variants, the same goddamn thing. But I gotta say again, they made it seem like it's just one guy that changes as you play along with him, which I would have preferred. Instead, we got 4 fucking variants of the same goddamn hunter, and it's like, why? No. Like, if you're gonna do that, then make that perfectly fucking clear, alright? Especially how when they announced the awards that you were going to get for playing the event. They had this little picture, and for some ungodly reason, right, for some goddamn reason, they decided to blur out some of the skins, like specifically the Legendary Hunter skins, the variants of the same goddamn skin. And I'm like, why would you make that a mystery? Like, why does that matter? Alright, from the looks of it, it seemed like we were going to get 4 unique Legendary Hunters. Not the same goddamn hunter, just with 4 variants, 4 unique Legendary Hunters. That was my assumption, but I was completely wrong. I was absolutely wrong. And now, after being done with the event, I can say without a certainty of a doubt that the tier 3 skin is my favorite, and it has to be the most laziest goddamn skin imaginable, okay? They barely put any goddamn effort with these fucking skins. Like I said before, tier 1 is just some bald motherfucker with a snake around his neck. Tier 2 is the same fucking dude, now with a hoodie. Do you want to guess what tier 3 is? I mean, if you played the game, you already know, but for those of you who haven't seen the video, like, who haven't played the game at all, they put a fucking basket lid over his goddamn face and called that tier 3. Are you shitting me? They put a fucking basket over his fucking face and called that a fucking skin. God damn, and what makes it worse, it's my favorite one! It's one of the better ones! It's one of the better ones! I would even dare to say it's better than tier 4. In tier 4, they took off the basket, alright, they took off the fucking basket off his goddamn face and put a real fucking mask over his face. Oh, and the animation? Now the snake fucking bites the guy. Cool! By the way, if you haven't noticed this, I would recommend you look at this again before they fix this. But as the snake goes to bite the hunter, the snake's head is still fucking laying down while still biting him. Alright, so it looks like the snake has 2 fucking heads. Like, oh my god, they... Yeah, I guess you can tell that I'm not the biggest fan of this legendary hunter, but like I said, tier 3, the laziest one of them all, is my favorite. Okay, it's just the basket. It's the basket, man. It's uncanny. It's stupid. It's silly. It's goofy, and that's what makes it special. So those are basically my criticisms of the event, and instead of ending the video here, with just criticism, maybe I could, you know, try to give some advice, some tips here and there, because, you know, I'm a professional gamer. Now, here's the deal, though. Like I said before, I think they need to change up the snakes a little bit. I think they need to, you know, make it less dependent on your teammates. Like I said before, if they make it to where if they do the same thing where you get these points, bug points, snake points, bussy points, whatever the hell they decide to do, moon points, I can see them doing fucking moon points, then make it to where one person, just one guy, can just go to an altar and banish all the fucking points for everyone. I think that would save a lot of fucking problems. I would save a lot of heartache, save a lot of issues where it's like, my partners are retarded. Also, I would prefer if we would be able to see the fucking altars in Darkside, because sometimes those motherfuckers are in the most inconvenient places and you have to do a fucking guessing game of where the hell they are. They said that you can see them in Darkside, but not all the time. Not all the time. And I'm pretty sure you can only see them if you have, I forgot the Serpent, I think. Yeah, it's Serpent. If it's that skill that you have, then you can see the thing. And that, I hate that so much. I think it's just, you should be able to see it regardless in Darkside. It would be better. It would make our time to kill ourselves for a couple of fucking points a little bit easier, I think. I think that would make the entire situation a little bit better. Battle Pass. Make the items in the Battle Pass worth it. If not, if you give us the same vibe of skins as the last event, if you're gonna do the fucking Battle Pass again, I would prefer them not to do the Battle Pass. Alright, like, it would be really nice, but obviously they're gonna be like, no, we're gonna do it again. But if they do it again, at least make the skins worth it. That's all I'm saying. Like, if you're going to give us shitty skins like the, you know, like before, make the fucking thing cheaper. Alright, instead of 1,500, make it 1,000. Just make it 1,000 blood bonds, and I think we'll be good to go. Now, on the same topic of legendary hunters and legendary skins, you have to choose your words very, very, very carefully, okay? Because I felt very misled, especially in the legendary hunter department, where I thought either A, we were getting 4 unique legendary hunters, or B, we were getting a legendary hunter that evolved, that actually evolved. All right, the more you played with him, the better he looks. But that's not the case. All right, so be very clear and be very careful with the words you use when announcing these hunters. And also, don't fucking hide. Don't fucking hide the goddamn skins when you're announcing them, okay? If you're gonna announce them, announce them. Don't do this bullshit. It was like, oh, it's a mystery skin. I wonder what could it be. It's shit. Oh, look at that. It's shit. Whoa, I'm fucking surprised. Not really. I'm more disappointed than surprised. So do me the grand favor and just show everyone what we get, alright? So that we know it's worth whether or not to get the battle pass or not. But obviously that's the reason why they did it, because, you know, hey, it's the mystery. Ooga booga. Ooh, the mystery. I have to get the battle pass to see what we get. But at the same time, though, you know, when you play the game, it tells you exactly what you get before you get the event, you know, battle pass. So it's like, it's whatever. But regardless, though, just tell us everything that we're going to get without hiding anything behind some bullshit question mark. In regards of the length of the event, never, ever, ever do this shit again. Don't make it 2 months. Don't, please, just don't make it 2 months. Make it a month. It's always nice to have a month-long event because it's less time, of course, but less grind. Alright, I just want to go in, get my little skins, and get the fuck out without wanting to blow my fucking brains out. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That will conclude this video right here. I gave you my thoughts on the Serpent Moon event. Let me know in the comment section down below what y'all think about the Serpent Moon event. Of course, for those of you who play the game, do you think I was right? In my opinion, do you think I was wrong? In my opinion, again, let me know. Also, let me know what you think would make the next event be better and not so shitty as this event, or as horrible as the other event called the Windy Crows Fly event, that god-awful event that we'll never forget. Never forget the crows. No, never, never. But yeah, thank you again for watching this video. Really do appreciate it, and I will see you in the next event. Probably not, but we'll see. Goodbye for now.